Dear students, today we will study the 11th paper's topic, male gametophyte. Microspore or the pollen grain is the mother cell of the male gametophyte. So first we will study structure of pollen grain and then through gametogenesis how male gametes form. This is the structure of a pollen grain. It has a well-defined wall which is differentiated into two layers, outer exine and the inner intine. The surface view is showing germ pores and sculptured exine, while in cross-sectional view we can see two unequal cells. This picture is showing different layers and sublayers of pollen wall. Exine of pollen wall is differentiated into two layers, act exine and end exine. The act exine is further divided into three layers, foot layer, middle one vacuola and the upper layer is tectum. This is the arrangement of different layers. We can see above the basal foot layer is the vacuola, which consists of radially extended rods forming various sculpturing patterns on the exine. Intine is exine is chiefly composed of sporopollenin. It is a substance considered to be an oxidative polymer of carotenoids and or carotenoids esters. It is a tough substance providing resistance to the physical and biological decomposition and thus checks natural decay of pollen grains. Preservation of pollen grains during fossilization is due to the substance sporopollen. Exine is completely absent below the pore or aperture region. Here we can clearly see the structure of the pollen wall and the different layers of the pollen wall. As far as the intine is concerned, it is composed of pectin and cellulose. Intine is usually thicker under the pores and at these points it also contains enzymatic proteins. In insect pollinated species, the surface of the pollen grain is covered by an oily layer called pollen kit. Sticky nature, color and a smell of pollen grain is due to its presence. The substances necessary for the synthesis of pollen kit are secreted by tapetal cell. The pollen kit helps in attracting insects, protects from pollen from UV radiations, and its sticky nature helps in sticking pollen to insect body. The cytoplasm of the pollen grain contains dictyosomes, mitochondria, ER, and soon after the release from the tetrad, pollen grains undergo for enlargement and becomes highly vacuolated. This is the picture showing the first stage of the development of male gametophyte. The first division of the pollen grain, which is mitotic, results into two unequal cells, a larger vegetative cell and a smaller generative cell. In this picture, the second picture is showing the same situation. Initially, the generative cell is attached to the intine of the pollen wall, but later it gets detached from the pollen wall and lies free in the cytoplasm of the vegetative cell. The protoplast of the pollen shows two marked changes before its division. The nucleus migrates from the center to the periphery. In first picture, the nucleus is towards the peripheral site, and the migration occurs in a definite direction and determines the position of the generative cell, and this is the genetic character. Secondly, the second change in the pollen protoplast, many vacuoles appear on the site where vegetative cell is to be formed. The mitotic spindle of the pollen grain is asymmetrical. It is short and blunt towards the pollen wall and long and acute on the inner side. The angle of mitotic spindle to the wall of the grain is constant in a species and even in a genus. Of the two daughter nuclei formed in a pollen, one lying towards the pollen wall is the generative nucleus and the other functions as a vegetative nucleus. A thin curved wall is formed between the two nuclei, which cuts off the generative nucleus in a small lenticular cell against the wall of the grain. It becomes free from the pollen wall after a short time. In third picture we can see this, and then biconvex cell gets surrounded by the cytoplasm of the vegetative cell. In the third picture there is a generative cell, round shaped generative cell within the vegetative cell. The shape of the generative cell may become ellipsoidal, vermiform, fusiform or lenticular. The elongated form of generative cell facilitates its passage through pollen tube. If we see the structure of the vegetative cell, the nucleus of the cell is spherical with thin chromatin material. It has one or two nuclei. The cytoplasm contains ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum, plastids, mitochondria, fat and starch grains. RNA and proteins are also present. But the vegetative cell normally does not divide, although it is capable of DNA synthesis. Now we see the generative cell structure. There is no cytoplasmic connection between generative cell and the vegetative cell. The relatively dense cytoplasm with endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, dictyosomes and ribosomes. The nucleus occupies most of the cell volume. The nuclear envelope has numerous pores. The second stage of the development of male gametophyte is the formation of male gametes. After the formation of vegetative cell and the generative cell, this formation of male gametes is the result of the mitotic divisions of the generative cell. This division usually occurs before the pollen is shed from the anther. Each male gamete consists of a large nucleus surrounded by a thin sheath of cytoplasm. It means they are naked. The cytoplasm of the male cells contains mitochondria, dictyosomes, ribosomes, and microtubules. The two male cells do have a physical contact with each other. This coordinated development helps in double fertilization. In this lecture, we have learned that how the male gametes forms and male gametophytic development. Thanks.